It is 93 degrees today, so definitely going swimming. Good morning. So today, the plan is to hike the 1-ish mile out to Highway 4, Main Highway 4. Then I gotta go to the hiker hut and see if my package is there. And I'm gonna reroute the package because my feet are feeling good. I mean, past 2 days, is over 10,000 feet of elevation gain, and I'm pretty sure close to 10,000 feet of elevation loss. So if I have no blisters and no foot pain after that, I don't need to switch shoes right now. So I'm gonna keep these shoes, ride them out until they're pretty much done, which I've heard, it's crazy. I've heard only 300 miles from some people, and these are the speed goats. Some people have told me 300 miles, they've been shot. Some people have told me 500, so I'm gonna go 400. And for me, 400 miles is right around Mount Moosilauke, and that would be pretty much the end of the whites. So I'm gonna ship them to a hostel there and pick them up. So good news, Hiker Hut was able to take care of me. They were able to bounce the package to Glencliff, New Hampshire, which will be right after Mount Moosilauke, and put me right about 400 miles. Yeah, they saved me at least a few hours of just hitching into Rangeley, going to the post office, resending. So huge thank you to the Hiker Hut, and you can see they got a pretty cool operation here. Up it, you can see we got a little house, and that's the resupply. Like decent resupply options, which, you know, is going to get me to my next town, which is Andover. So just need a few days. I think there's 2 ways to get into Andover going south. So there's a shorter, and then I think the longer one's like 30-something miles. So either way, it should just be max 3 days if I'm going really slow. So yeah. There's also a hiker box. I haven't shown one of these yet, but all it is a box of stuff that hikers kind of leave behind that they don't want. So you'll see these at any of the accommodations like along the trail. They're pretty convenient because sometimes you'll find some good stuff in there. Sometimes you'll find food. Like I've taken like snack bars and stuff from hiker boxes. But yeah, I think they're always worth checking out to see what's in there. But yeah, really happy because it's still, you know, before, I think it's only like 9-ish right now. So yeah, they definitely saved me half a day of going in and out of Rangeley. So now I can just get right back on trail. So I'm gonna do a little road walk. So, back on trail. Nice little easy stretch out of the parking lot. Figured I'd go through some hiker vocabulary that I've picked up as a new through hiker. This will be helpful because I know I have a lot of like friends and family who are watching who are not through hikers. I can start with through hiker. Through hiker. This means you're taking on the full hike in a single shot. I think the time limitation is kind of a full year, so if you're through hiking the Appalachian Trail, it means you're going through and you're trying to do it all in one continuous long hike. Out here, sorry, my arms get tired from holding the camera. Not everyone is a through hiker. You'll see a lot of section hikers, which means they're not doing the whole Appalachian Trail, but maybe they're doing the main section. I went over NOBO, which means northbound, SOBO, southbound. If you hear a lash hiker, that's a long ass section hike. So if they were doing like New Jersey to Maine, that's a lash. There's also flip-flops, which I was considering, which means you start going one way, then go the other. So for example, you start in Harper's Ferry, Virginia, go all the way north to Maine, then fly back to Harper's Ferry, and go south to Georgia. So those are flip-floppers. Let's see, what else? Oh, hiker trash is something that's pretty commonly said. Like, I am hiker trash, or that's hiker trash. It's kind of the embodiment of just being dirty and sweaty and kind of gross. Just being, being a hiker and being, usually it's when I feel it is, when I'm around not other hikers, but the public. So a few days ago when I was in like loner clothes, in town shopping with my fanny pack, felt a little like hiker trash. So it's definitely not a bad thing. I think people come to embody that. Also the terms zero, Nero, 00, those all relate to time off trail, not hiking. So earlier in the vlog, I took a full 0 at Shaw's. That means I spent a full day with 0 miles hiked. When I stayed at the Maine Roadhouse, the last place I stayed, that was a Nero. I hiked 6 miles that morning, went in, stayed at the hostel, got back on trail the next day. So you'll hear I Nero'd or I zeroed at a certain place. That's just time off trail. Slack packing, if you're paying for, or you might not have to pay for it, but you're having someone carry your pack for you from like point to point, so you don't have to carry your pack. Haven't really seen people do that. And then probably the last one that I can think of right now, ramen bomb. I think the core ingredients for that are ramen and instant mashed potatoes. But from what I've seen, there's really no boundaries after that. People put like peanut butter in it. Some people put like meat packets. I don't think there's any rules as to what goes in a ramen bomb after instant mashed potatoes and ramen. But yeah, if I think of any other, I'm sure I'll pick up other ones, but Those are some of the main thru-hiker vocabulary that I've picked up so far. This stretch of trail from Highway 4 has been amazing compared to the last few days. I mean, as I say that, I think there's a bunch of roots and rocks up here, but for the most part, I have been cruising through this compared to what I've done the past few days. So I'm really trying to make good time on some easy flat sections, because I know there's not that many from here to the rest of southern Maine. Whew. So you can see I'm in this little clearing. I know they're just like phone lines and stuff, power lines, but I like these little openings. Sometimes you're in the forest for a long time. Just any little opening is nice. I think there's a swimming hole only 2 miles away, so it is 93 degrees today, so definitely going swimming. So I'm getting close to this little beach. I think it's Long Pond. There's a little icon and far out. It just says like Long Pond and Sandy Beach, so I'm gonna go there. Have a little beach party. So today will be under 15 miles. But the past 2 days I've been pushing it. Past 2 days have been over 10K in elevation gain. I don't know if I already said that, but it's on my mind because it's a lot. So today, 93 degrees. I'm gonna go swim, eat some good food, and keep it under 15 today. I think there's some camping spots by a river. So not a lean-to or anything, but just get to a good camping spot. So just got out of the water, dried off, had lunch. It was great. Was swimming with Shira and Sarah. Yeah, we just hung out for maybe a half hour, 40 minutes. We've all been kind of doing the same pace the past 3 days, so yeah, today will be just under 15 miles, which to all of us didn't sound like much based on what we just did the past few days. And it's less than 15 miles with way less elevation. So yeah, we're probably just gonna get to campsite in a little bit. I'm feeling like the cleanest I have in a while. Well, since the hostel. So my goal from now until the campsite is not to get dirty, not to step in a huge mud puddle or to splash mud all over me or to fall in something. So, hey, sorry, got cut off. Yeah, so like I was saying, goal for the rest of the day is to avoid lots of mud and trying to stay clean, because just like getting into your sleeping bag after you've done nothing but profusely sweat all day and your legs are covered in dirt is not a good feeling. There's usually water around the campsites where you can rinse off, but occasionally it's not easy to get to, or you know, there's clear areas where people are drinking from. You probably shouldn't wash off right there. But yeah, feeling clean, feeling good. Probably under 4 miles at this point. Yeah, do some sand in like places I'd prefer sand not to be. I just went in my like liner underwear, but surprisingly a lot of sand got in there, so I'm gonna have to stop a few times and shake that out so I don't chafe, because that would suck. But other than that, yeah, nothing like on the hottest day of the year so far for me, or hottest day of the trip, coming upon a great beachside spot to just swim for an hour. Yeah, I'd say that's some pretty good trail luck on my part. So, I had no idea this was coming. I guess this main highway, and then this insane overlook. I'll get the lake, I'll look up the name of the lake and put it in the video, but wow, look how gorgeous this is. A little sketchy road crossing around a corner, but man, what a view. So I'm just winding down now. Found a tent site by the river with Sarah and Shira, so we're just hanging out. Made ramen tonight, ramen and Spam, so I don't know, something that's gross, but it's fine for me. Ramen and Spam, yeah, just gonna hang out. I got a little service, so I'm texting my family, friends, whatnot, trying to stay in touch, but one bar service is like super unreliable, so I'll do a little bit. Yeah, and then back to climbing Bemis Mountain tomorrow, Bemis Mountain. Yeah, not too much left in Maine, so I'm gonna try and soak it up as much as I can. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.